Warning. Actonville TV disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host, authors, and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any religious affiliation.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Doctor. How are you?
Thank you. How are you doing today?
Guys, Doctor, you can't see, but Doctor looks so handsome today with his ponytail. He's hiding it from you guys.
Yeah, after a long time, I'm growing my hair.
Looking young, man.
And that's just to cover my neck a little bit because of the weather conditions.
I understand, but you look good, man.
Thank you.
For those of you who are watching this show for the very first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. Let me give you a bit of info. We are streaming live in Malaysia South, and this is Actonville TV. It's for everyone. This is a show called The Journey. It's about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host, Kimera Heeralal. By my side through the entire hour, we have Dr. PK Maistry.
Thank you.
And today we are talking about the origins of Lord Indra. This is the Indian god of rain. Now remember, we allow your views, your comments and beliefs, as this is an open platform for you to interact with us in studio today. Please comment at the bottom of the screen right there, or if you wish to keep your views, comments and beliefs anonymous, you're welcome to use our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. Now this is episode 107 if you want to make a note of it, if you want to look for it a bit later. And some people keep a diary, some people have their own spiritual books that they put together for each step that they do every day. I'm learning this when I'm visiting you.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
I have a book of my own, so I know this as well. All right,
so what you say, you can go backwards to recover any material
yes.
that the researcher or devotee wants to see?
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
So, like, even given the time 100 years from now, I won't be here, Doctor won't be here, the team won't be here, but the work and the wisdom will still be here on the YouTube channel when you...
And the mountains behind you, snow-capped, will always be there.
That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we do anything to continue with this show, we must praise Lord Ganesha in Hinduism. You know this, I know this, and for those of you who didn't know, you learned something new. Let's open up the show this evening with Stylers Music Academy praising Lord Ganesha.
Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namaste. Assalamu alaikum and greetings to everyone streamed into the special program that we have prepared. My name is Shreya Raman. Firstly, we the students of the Styler Music Academy would like to offer our salutations to our esteemed, gorgeous and brilliant Guru, Reshan Styler Naidu. This evening on vocals we have Reenka Mantri, Divyan Govender, Nivashni Govender, Nilisha Govender, Ishara Naika, and on keyboard we have Lishanta Naidu. We are privileged once again to have Maestro tabla player who is no stranger to the South African music industry, Uncle Radden Rangan. Thank you for always assisting us. We will now do an invocation prayer for Lord Ganesha.
முன்னவனே யானே முகத்தவனே முன்னவனே யானே முகத்தவனே முத்திநலம் சொன்னவனே தூய்மை சுகத்தவனே மன்னவனே சிற்பரனே மன்னவனே சிற்பரனே ஐங்கரனே சென்சடையும் சேகரனே தற்பரனே நின்றாள் சரணம் உலகலாம் உணர்ந்த போதற்கு அறியவன் நீல உலாவியன் நீர்மலிவேலியன் உலகலாம் உணர்ந்த போதற்கு அறியவன் நீல உலாவியன் நீர்மலிவேலியன் அழகு சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் அழகு சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மனசிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவோம் மனசிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவோம் உலகலாம் உணர்ந்த போதற்கு அறியவன் நீல உலாவியன் நீர்மலிவேலியன் நீல உலாவியன் நீர்மலிவேலியன் நீல உலாவியன் நீர்மலிவேலியன்.
Jai Ganesha! Beautiful rendition, Doctor.
Wonderful recitation by this kind of group. The way he's groomed up this group, and the tabla player excellent, and the keyboard player.
Yes.
They all corresponded into a beautiful lyric by those young girls, Ulagalam. It's always one of the first songs that we sing in any Tamil religious function. Wonderful. Sally, congratulations to you.
He's doing brilliant. He's doing definitely splendid and very, very well. I must say, what I love about him, he can keep discipline with the children.
Oh, yeah.
Very difficult to do, might I add. Coming in on YouTube, Devin Naidu welcoming and greeting us on Sairam.
Om Sairam, Devin. Hope to see you on Saturday at the temple.
That doesn't have to sound like your daddy. He's like shouting, you hope to see you there with a tone.
He's moved out of the area a few months ago,
Oh,
so he might
man.
be finding it difficult to come up and down.
I understand. Drop us a message at the bottom. Comment if we must fetch you. I'm around town. I am here. Yes. We are here for you, Devin. If you need any help, let us know, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we just opened the show, as Stylers Music Academy helped us open up the show by praising Lord Ganesha, today, the topic of conversation at hand, origins of Lord Indra, the Indian god of rain. Now, Dr. P.K. Maistry is the person who will be educating you this evening, and he will be talking about the origins of Indra, the Indian god of rain. Take it away, Doctor.
Good evening to the viewers. My initial comment would be that in Hinduism, there's only one God. We must understand that first and foremost, there's only one God. So everything else is a subset of the one God. So it's the rain god, it's the sun god, it's the moon god, and whatever else. Anything and everything has a name attached to it to make it simpler. And also remember, those days there were millions of people that were illiterate. So by us calling different names for different physical features, it trained those people to understand religion. This evening, Kimera, I'm going to briefly talk to everybody regarding Lord Indra. It's the Indian god of rain, as Kimera opened up the talk tonight. She said it's the god of rain. Yes, it is the god of rain. But more than that, it is believed to be the leader, is supposed to be the leader of the Devas. That means the spirituality of the guys in heaven. He's also the god of war and the greatest of all warriors. Lord Indra is looked upon as the strongest of all beings and ruled thunder and storms. So, god of rain, thunder and storms. He is the defender of the good against evil. In Hinduism, he is recognized as the thunder god and storms, as he owns a celestial weapon called the Vajra. The Vajra, it wields the thunder and lightning. As he brings water to the earth, thereby causing fertility, he is also regarded as the creator of God. Because the Deva of all the gods, he was given that position. So Lord Indra is depicted as a fair reddish complexion with either 2 or 4 very long arms. He was born as a full-grown 4-armed young man from his mother's womb. So he was born of a woman. Sachi, also known as Indrani, is his wife, and he has attendants called Maruts, M-A-R-U-T-S. Jainanta, Madusha, Nilambara, Raus, Rasaba, and Kamba were his sons, and Jainti and Devasena were his daughters. Why I thought I'll mention all this, I don't know how many of you are going to take interest in the names of his sons and daughters, but in our society, you'll hear some of these names of people, and then you wonder, how did they get this, where did they get the names from? So I know a guy in particular who owns a massive food stall. His name is Devasena.
Okay.
So that's where his name, Jainti is a very common name. Jainti, right? There's 2 names already we have. So when he is not using his chariot, he rides the divine elephant called Airvata, A-I-R-V-A-T-A. Right, who has 4 tusks and looks like a mountain. You can see the mountain behind you. Indra is known by several names like Sakra, Vijri, Purandara, Meghavana, and Swarapati. Those are some of the names given to the Lord.
Okay, so we have Devin Naidu coming in on YouTube, and he says yes, he'll let us know if he's coming temple.
Okay.
We'll give you a look.
Lovely, Devin.
No, we fetch you, yes.
We always need you, Devin.
Devin continues to join us in this conversation and teachings from YouTube. He says that Lord Indra is the leader of the Devas. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Devin, and interacting with us with the conversation and the topic at hand. Thank you. All right, so Doctor, with every lord or deity that we speak about, there's always a legend to tell, a story to tell. Can you share with us?
Yes, we notice in most of the Hindu books, that's North and South, we have legends of the various deities that we come across. But also what is also we need to research is why there are such big differences between the names of the gods and goddesses of the north and gods and goddesses of the south. I understand the differentiation in the puja, the puse, but in terms of the names of the gods, they've taken up their religious names probably from the villages or the cities, both north and south. So I'm going to try to make this simple. The legends of Lord Indra, one of the most important deeds is the slaying of the demon Vitra. Now let me just tell you what is so important about this. Because he slayed a Brahmin, a legend was formed, and he was ostracized because he slayed a Brahmin. In the Vedas it says that we need to protect Brahmanism, we need to allow them to live out of our economic survival. That's what the Gita is saying. As per the legend, Vitra took the form of a dragon and took all the water from the world. When Indra heard this, he vowed to give back the water. Before the battle began, he drank Soma. Yes, the other day I told you Soma is celestial juice in order to attain power. Indra chased Vitra, and after a fierce battle he was able to kill him. The water fell from the sky when Indra split it open. This made Indra the god of the rain. So that's the legend Kimera is looking for. So that's the legend. Lord Indra was no more interested in wealth and honor. So he decided to lead a simple life and became a hermit in order to attain wisdom. His wife was helpless and asked Brisapati, the priest, to change her husband's mind. Brisapati taught Indra the qualities of spiritual and worldly life. Indra learned to pursue wisdom while fulfilling his duty as a king. It is believed that Indra's weapon Vajra, as I told you, he's got a weapon to heal the lightning and thunder in the skies, is made from the bones of Dakshi. So when he killed Dakshi, he made a weapon out of it, and that is used to bring in the thunder and the lightning. So see, in Hinduism, we've got a rain god, we've got the same god for lightning, we've got the same god for thunder. Now, according to Makanda Purana, what is this? It is the Devi is included herein, which is the oldest known in the Gita as the supreme truth and creator of the universe. So what they're trying to say here, the Devi goddess is the creator of the entire world, the female power, and also allows the Karnatic action to take place, the wind, the air, the agriculture, everything moves with female power, right? And the male power is normally silent, that's Lord Shiva, and in order to invoke him, we need to say mantras ourselves to get to him. And once he's evoked, then the fear person of the world, if you did wrong things, come to light. But the female power is always helpful to be the creator of the world. Now, the stories of this legend, the slaying of Vishwasura, was a powerful demon. He had kept the waters of the world captive, therefore Indra planned a battle against him. Before going to war, as we said before, he drank a large volume of Soma, and at the house of the designer, they call him the artisan god. He designed the thunderbolt for Indra. Then Indra requested Vishnu to create space for the war. Lord Vishnu did this by taking 3 strides, and hence he called it Trivika Karma. Okay. In the fierce battle, the Asura broke the 2 jaws of Indra, but then Indra threw down, crushing the 49 or 99 fortresses of Vitra, right? The Asura. Thus, Indra got the name Visharam, which would say the slayer of this Asura, the slayer of the Asura. Then there's another legend involving Lord Indra and Heeralal. This is interesting. Heeralal was the wife of a sage Gautama. Her beauty was incomparable. Indra wanted to marry her, but could not because he had lost a race to sage Gautama. And remember, she's married, and he's falling in love with her. This had created a rift between them. After the marriage with Heeralal, sage Gautama lost in his austerity and paid little attention to her. He did not have any physical relationship with her for many days. Indra suspected the sage was observing penance to win heaven. Therefore, he planned a plot to rip off his divine powers as well as to get Heeralal. Once, when the sage went to the river early morning, he disguised himself. Indra entered his hut and became intimate with Heeralal. Heeralal did not offer much resistance despite recognizing him. When sage Gautama came to know about this, he cursed both of them and left for the Himalayas. Himalayas, you can see behind you, always snow-capped, and most of the sages and rishis are seated there in that ice-cold, -degrees Himalaya mountains, and looking and searching for God. The wife of Lord Indra, Sashi, is the wife. She is known as Indrani and is the queen of the gods. He is the king of the gods. She is the daughter of the Asura named Palmona. In the Rig Veda verse, Sashi mentions that she's defeated many beautiful women in competition and became the wife of Indra. So far, those are the two legends that I mentioned to you, and the last one was, I think, interesting to you. Ayala is interfering with a married woman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we also have Devin Naidu coming in through YouTube, educating us on the topic of conversation, the origins of Lord Indra. We'll read the comments when we come back, straight after this commercial break.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santam. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Mayappa, Goinda, Govinda. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, for those of you that just joined us, you're a little late, but it's okay. I always tell you guys that I learned from another being that you can rewind on the YouTube bar, the live bar, to the beginning of the show if you missed anything, or if you want to watch the show from the beginning. Alright, so we are talking about the origins of Lord Indra, episode 107, as Indra is the Indian god of rain. If you're searching for the titles, you can find it as such. Alright, so before we get and continue with Devin Naidu's comments and education also coming in through YouTube, as you can see it at the bottom of the screen, guys, we can, let's get the energies, the positive energies flowing and going through your body, mind and soul while Dr. PK Maistry educates you today. Coming up next, we got Kiran and Nivi from United States of America with Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
ईश्वर सत्य है, सत्य है, शिव है, शिव है, सुंदर है, जागो उठ कर देखो, जीवन जो तू जागर है, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदर, ईश्वर सत्य है, सुंदर, सत्य ही शिव है, सुंदर, शिव ही सुंदर है, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, एक सूर्य है, एक सूर्य है, एक गगन है, एक ही धरती माता, दया करो प्रभु, एक बने सब, दया करो प्रभु, एक बने सब, सबका एक से नाता, राधा मोहन शरणं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदर, ईश्वर सत्य है, सत्य ही शिव है, शिव ही सुंदर है, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं, सत्यं शिवं सुंदरं,
Hari Mahadev. Welcome back. There was a beautiful delivery by Kiran and Nidhi from the United States of America with Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Hope you enjoyed it.
Satyam Shivam Sundaram was in the late 70s, a most beautiful film by the talent of Raj Kapoor in India. It was a beautiful film, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. And that song by our young American girls did very, very well in India, north-south of India. Wonderful. Thank you for the depiction of Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Thank you, Kiran and Nidhi. We love you guys. All right, Devin Ido, I'm going to have to save your comments towards the end of the show. I hope you don't mind, as Dr. P.K. Maistry will continue to teach the pointers that you have made thoroughly. All right, so as we are, for those of you just joined, we are talking about the origins of Lord Indra, the Indian god of rain. So we did mention the origins of Indra, of Lord Indra. We also spoke about what made him the god of rain. You know, every deity or Sami that we talk about, or god or lord, that should I say, we always go through the legends, which Dr. P.K. Maistry has done already. Now we are moving on to the children of Indra.
Thank you, Kimera. The children of Indra and Sashi, they have a son named Jayant and two daughters, Jayanti and Devasena, which we mentioned earlier. Jayanti married the Asura Guru Shukra Acharya, and Devasena became the wife of Kartikeya. I'm sure everybody knows who's Kartikeya.
Yes, we do.
The son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati, that's Lord Muruga. Per the Bhagavata, or the Gita, or the Purana from the Gita, Indra and Sashi have three sons, Jayanti, Vishava, and Mitshua.
Wow.
See the names. Right? According to the Mahabharata, Arjuna was the son of Indra and Kunti. So now we come to know that Arjuna was the son of Indra and Kunti. Per the Ramayana, the king of the Varanasis, Vali, was the son of Indra. So Vali, if he's the son of Indra, Vali was married to Muruga. Vali and Devasena, those are the two wives of Lord Muruga. Now, the carrier. Generally, Lord Indra is depicted as riding a white elephant named Evata, who has 4 tusks and 7 trunks. We said that. He is the king of all elephants and possesses many divine powers. He was born during the churning of the ocean. The weapons, the Vajra, as I said to you earlier, is for maintaining the thunder and the lightning. Is the main weapon of Indra. It is one of the most powerful weapons possessed by any Hindu god. It was made from the bones of sage Dachi to kill Vitrasura by Vishwakarma, who is the architect of the gods. Look at this one. Indra's worship is prohibited by Hindus, but is still worshipped by some Hindus. Okay. Initially, Kimera asked a question.
Yeah, I was going to wait for you to finish.
Yeah, she said, Doctor, what about why are we not worshipping Lord Indra? And I gave her the answer at that time.
Okay.
The Kailasha people in Pakistan still worship Indra.
Oh, they do?
So some people do worship Indra, and I'll show you later what worship they offer to him.
Okay.
All right. And why he's not to be worshipped is because he killed a Brahmin. And I said earlier, the Brahmin is recorded in the Bhagavad Gita that we need to look after the welfare of the Brahmin and his families. Okay. In other words, the Brahmin is not to work. He needs to only to praise. We must make him survive. It doesn't happen today. Right. Most of the Hindus do not worship Lord Indra. There is no temple of Indra in India. The main reason behind this is misbehavior with Ayala. Right? He committed a grave sin by tricking a married woman into having sex. This kind of behavior is not expected from a god, therefore is not to be worshipped by most Hindus. And also, he killed a Brahmin. So in some books they are saying that is more serious, killing the Brahmin, than the Ayala story. But we leave it to you. You decide which one is correct.
Okay, all right, that was interesting. Shocking.
yeah.
Shocking. Okay, lots of information coming in through YouTube with the help of Devin Naidu. Ladies and gentlemen, Doctor has just explained to you the carrier of Lord Indra. He explained to you the weapon and the worship. Please take a look at the top left of your screens as you can see his description. Very, very well described by Dr. P.K. Maistry. And this is what Lord Indra looks like. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a learning curve. We're learning every day. But we must also thank Andy Punan.
Yes.
He's brought out the topics for us to research and deliver to you. So you will understand and we'll all educate ourselves. People say Hinduism has thousands and millions of gods. It's not true.
Yes.
We only have one God. Uravana Devam, Uravana Kulam. One God, one humanity.
Thank you, Dr. P.K. Maistry. All right, so looking at the other deities, Samis, lords, gods, can you tell us the similarities between them all?
Yes, Indra shares many characteristics with other non-Hindu gods, like Zeus. Who was he? He's the sky god in Greek.
Okay.
He's the sky and the thunder god.
Oh, wow.
So does it in Greek.
Yes.
And then you got Odin, and you got Thor, and you got Jupiter. Right? Odin is the god of war and death.
Okay.
So in other communities, the Greek community, they also have similarities with the Hindu community. So that's where the various names come in at that time.
Okay.
So we don't want to confuse because they are the same deities. They both are kings of gods. Right? Zeus fights with Titans and Indra fights with Asuras. Asuras are the demons. They both are gods of thunder. They both had mainly extramarital affairs. The weapons also look similar. Then if you look at, as I said, Thor was the god of thunder and lightning. Jupiter is the god of thunder and lightning in the Roman mythology. So we already discussed now Zeus, Odin, Thor and Jupiter. In Buddhism, Indra is worshipped by the Buddhists and is referred to as Sakra. He is the ruler of one part of the heavens. In China, he is regarded as one of the 24 protective gods. In Japan, he is one of the 12 guardian deities. What are the Titans? The Titans are the elder gods before Olympus and is called Cronus, C-R-O-N-U-S. Lord Indra and Jainism. Jainism, what is Jainism? Jainism is a path to enlightenment, whereas Buddhism is saying that we are born to suffer on earth and then we will take part in the hereafter by becoming enlightened. Whereas in the case of Jainism, they're going straight to the path of enlightenment. So in Jainism, Lord Indra serves as a spiritual teacher by managing 5 auspicious events in their lives. There are 64 Indras, each ruling over the different realms of the heaven. According to the Purana stories, Indra is not a name of a person as in the Vedas, but it is a position. One day of Lord Brahma's life is 43 million years.
Wow.
So look at it in Hinduism. How did they find out all this? How clever were the rishis and the sages? And where did they get this information from? So Indra had his own. Then comes the story. I never knew the story, but I noted it down after reading it. And our recorded researcher as well in our offices, Riaz Kaji, he came up with the Indra and the ants. One of the other legends that relate to Lord Indra has a mention in the Brahma Vaivatra Purana. That's the one Devan is talking about.
Right.
What is the meaning of this Brahma Purana? It's where Brahma acts as Krishna and creates the world. And the story of Radha and Krishna is in the same Purana. So that's the mention on your screen right now.
Yes.
You'll see the words Brahma Vaivatra Purana. The story starts of how all the Devas pleaded with the Lord Indra to stay back after killing off an Asura. You know what's an Asura? Asura is a demon. At their request, Lord Indra decided to stay a bit longer as the king of the Devas. However, he became arrogant as he was the god of the gods.
Wow.
The story narrates that one day Indra thought, I am the king of the Devas and the lord of weather. How can I live in such a small palace? I needed a larger palace. He then called the architect who was responsible for the creations or architectures of palaces and the vehicles for the gods. His name is Vishwakarma. He said to him, can you make a grand palace for me? To his request, the architect agreed to construct a grand palace, then the one that Indra was living in currently. In almost 1 year, the palace was completed and the architect showed it to Lord Indra. Upon seeing the palace, Lord Indra was not satisfied at all. He wanted an even larger palace. So he told the architect to rebuild it. Look at his arrogance. This process continued and the building of the palace happened again and again. Every time the architect would rebuild the palace, but Lord Indra was not satisfied. Don't take the story literally, look at it figuratively. Look how this story will apply in your lives. That's what's most important.
Before you continue, Doctor, you got love and support coming in through YouTube. Besides, aside from Devon and Naidu's educational help, we have Auntie Shemaine Governor. Welcome, Dr. PK Maistry, Kimmy, and Andy. We also have Shemaine Governor continuing to say, I really never knew about Lord Indra until now. Very interesting. Thank you, Doc, for educating us. What fascinates me is that gods and lords had 2 wives, so our men on earth are allowed to have 2 wives.
Yeah, that's another long story.
I don't agree with that, but thank you, Auntie Shemaine. We also have a Ravi Naganaidu coming in through YouTube. Namaskaram to all. Namaskaram to you too, sir.
Thank you, Shemaine, Governor Devon Naidu.
Before you continue with your work, Doctor, what is your take on what Auntie Shemaine just said? That the gods are doing this, so what stops men from doing this? Having 2, 4, 7 wives?
You see, this used to happen those days.
Yeah.
The gods were obviously, the kings were also called gods
Right.
In the Middle East.
Right.
So they could take any woman that they wanted, like for example, Cleopatra.
Yes, that's
Cleopatra
true.
was one of the most beautiful women that placed her foot on Mother Earth. And every king wanted her.
Yes.
So she would marry this king this year, then another king fought a battle and took her over.
Yes.
Similarly, in the South Indian tradition, it was noted, but this happened many years ago, that for many reasons, which is not for tonight, the man married the elder sister of the house and the younger sister of the house. It was not a taboo, it was a religious ceremony that occurred, but today they are silent, although it's taken place many years ago. We don't want to encourage our youth today taking 2 wives. I think you should fall in love with your own wife and make the best of your marriage.
Doctor, if I might share with you, if I may.
Yes, correct.
I am so happy to be born in this time, this era.
Wonderful.
Because
Wonderful.
there's women empowerment. There's women, we ask for equality. So at least now, we get to stand our ground. We don't have to do what the male of the house says.
100%. 100%. Everything is about women's power today.
True. So we've got Ravi Naganaidu coming in through YouTube. I think I need to have a one-on-one with Doc this Saturday regarding Shameen's question. That's so wonderful. Ravi, you all are welcome to join us on the set in studio, and we can sit like a panel and discuss our culture and share all of our wisdom together on Actonville TV.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. We need a group discussion, and we got many intelligent people in our area, which is very near the studio. So it'll be easy for us to have this type of lecture.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before Dr. PK Maistry does continue with his story, do you mind if we...
No.
Let's praise and worship as we got Vandana Narain from Winchester Hills in Johannesburg with Ekabar Bole Bandari.
एक बार बोले भन
के बिंदिया पहन के सारी चाल चले मतवाली गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई। एक बार बोले भंडारी बनकर ब्रिज की नारी गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई। पार्वती ने मना किया पर ना माने त्रिपुरारी गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई। देखा मोहन ने जब तो समझ गई वो सारी बात रे। देखा मोहन ने जब तो, देखा मोहन ने जब तो समझ गई वो सारी बात रे। ऐसी बजाई बंसी सुध बुध भोले भोलेनाथ रे। खिसक गई जब सर से सारी, खिसक गई जब सर से सारी, मुस्कुराई गिरधारी गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई। एक बार बोले भंडारी बनकर ब्रिज की नारी गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई। पार्वती ने मना किया पर ना माने त्रिपुरारी गोकुल में आ गई, गोकुल में आ गई।
Hari Hari Mahadev, Vandana Narain from Winchester Hills, Johannesburg with Ekabar Kole Bandari.
What a beautiful rendition of the song. As you said earlier, everything on earth is female, that's Carnatic power.
Yes.
But the meditative pose of Lord Shiva is silent. So our young lady that just appeared on the screen now is singing, I am coming to you. Wake up, I'm coming to you. Because if you notice Lord Shiva, his eyes is in a meditative pose, and some depictions of it by Andy shows that his eyes are half open. That means he's looking at the world and he's meditating to himself. So our young lady is singing a beautiful song to wake him up. And that's why in some of the temples you go to, you'll see above Shiva's head, there's a bowl or a jug of water slowly pinning down onto his head to wake him from his meditative pose. Because I need to talk to you.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. P.K. Maistry. We've got lots of information still coming through from David Naidu. Charmaine Governor enjoying this music, as she says. Beautiful song.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, let's take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we have Dr. P.K. Maistry continuing to educate you on the origins of Lord Indra. We'll come back straight after this.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santam. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranamayappa, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, for those of you who just joined us, you are, well, extremely late for the show, but you can click on this link again and watch the entire show, as it will be better for you if you watch it from the beginning. This is an educational channel, and this is a show called The Journey, as we explore Hinduism as a whole. Now, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we are discussing the origins of Lord Indra, and I do believe Dr. P.K. Maistry was sharing with you a few stories, a few Puranas, as you taught us.
Yes, Kimera, before we broke for the advert,
Yes.
we said that every time the designer has built a home for Lord Indra, he was never satisfied. Continuing from there,
Okay.
so the architect decided to complain to Lord Brahma. He told Brahma about everything that had happened between him and Lord Indra. His arrogance is still controlling him. I'll have to teach him a lesson, Brahma thought to himself. Lord Brahma then went to see Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu and told them about what had happened. Together, Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva made a plan to get rid of Indra's arrogance and to teach him a lesson this time. Soon after this event, as Lord Indra passed by his palace, he noticed a young boy admiring his beautiful palace. Watch now how the story goes. He said, "Do you like my palace? I'm getting it built because of my victory over Vitra. Of course, it isn't how I wanted it," Lord said proudly. "Well, I got to say Indra, this is the grandest palace built by any Indra. In different eras, there's different Indras. I told you, in this world, there's 42 billion years to pass through, and every year of that is Brahma's one day." All right. So he says, Lord Indra was confused when the boy said this. In order to remove his confusion, the boy then said, "Obviously, every time Brahma wakes up, the universe is created and a new Lord Indra is born. Then every Manvantara, if you don't know what is Mantavara, it is time in Hinduism. That's how time is calculated via the 42 billion years. That's how the sages and the rishis constructed time. There is a new Indra. Every time Brahma goes to sleep, the universe is destroyed and everyone dies, including Indra. I have seen all the Indras so far." After saying this, the boy looked at a row of ants and laughed. Lord Indra asked the boy, why is he laughing? Upon asking about the ants and why he was laughing, he said, "Those ants are all previous Indras. Those ants that you see are all previous Indras. They start from tiny creatures and soon become enlightened." As he said, the 10 steps from plant life to human being. That's what they now talk here, until you become enlightened. But then they destroy one monster and think they are supreme. So they go back to being stupid ants. The child replied to Lord Indra. Hearing his response, Lord Indra was surprised when the boy said this. Soon after this, he started feeling afraid. After saying this, the boy turned to meet a hermit. "Oh, great sir, what is the hair in your chest?" the boy asked the hermit. "Every time an Indra dies, one of my chest hairs falls off." Do you get the point? Soon, all of them will have fallen off, the hermit said. The hermit is the guy who gave up all his worldly life. He's sitting under a tree on the mountain and he's meditating. He's an enlightened soul. "Please stop. I know what I've done wrong. I've been arrogant and I've made mistakes," Indra exclaimed. Suddenly the boy and the hermit turned to Lord Vishnu and to Lord Shiva. Upon their appearance, Lord Indra realized his mistake and fell at their feet and said, "I am going to leave, so I'm going to leave heaven to meditate and repent for all my bad deeds." Indra had left heaven and hid so that the other devas wouldn't be able to find him. Will we be able to do that? This is the current day of Brahma. It will come to an end. However, it is believed that while Brahma sleeps during his night, the 3 worlds that include the Bhumaloka, that's earth, Bhuloka and the heaven will be annihilated. They will be created after Brahma wakes up in the next day. The cycle goes on and on. Brahma himself has a life of 100 years. Each day and night will be 4.3 billion years long. Hence, through this, it is very clear that one who occupies the position of Indra has a limited life.
Thank you for that, Dr. P.K. Maistry. Lots of education and support and love coming in through YouTube. We do apologize if you had technical difficulties seeing the picture. All right, so we've got, David Naidu's comments as needed to be put up on the screen. Okay, so we've got David Naidu with Lord Vishnu was born as a younger brother of Indra, Varman avatar. And this example can give you a vague idea of importance of Lord Indra. All Devtas are brothers, indeed, and were born at the start of humanity. We used to do a lot of Yag and Havans in ancient times. That was the power source of Devtas. Devtas then used this power to help humans grow by providing rain and good bliss, etc. Indra is egotistic.
Wonderful. In between, I have a few comments to make. Can I do that?
Yeah, you may. Take it away, Doctor.
Okay. Indra was defeated by Meghanathan,
Okay.
who then became Indrajit. Mega means clouds, Nathan means Lord. Indra is not worshipped due to the propagation of the Vaisnavites and the Shiva cults, which took root after the Mahabharata war and the start of Kali Yuga. He was once the very important god in the Vedic tradition. Indra's sin was that he killed a Brahmin. I told you about that. Shiva's curse to Indra, as I saw in the screen earlier by David Naidu, he interfered with Lord Shiva. So Shiva gave him 1,000 eyes on his body, 1,000 eyes as a curse. There are no temples of Indra on earth. In the Dwapara age, his worship was forbidden by Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna didn't allow him to have any temples on earth. Okay. Now this part is interesting and controversial, but I thought it's important. Before the show I discussed this with Kimera, and she said, no, go ahead, that's part of the research. Indra was fond of eating beef. In the Rig Veda, Indra demands to be served 20 oxen cooked. And then Badari says it was a custom to serve a cow to a priest during those days. Can you believe that? We know Brahmanism is a vegetarian. So the different Vedic gods prefer different animal meat. Agni, God Agni, loved bulls. Rudra, that's a form of Lord Shiva, he loved red cows. Vishnu loved the dwarf ox, and Indra bulls with drooping horns.
Wow.
They ate these animals. In Hinduism, beef is not encouraged because the cow is sacred. Shiva is a vegetarian but accepted meat from his devotee Kanapa. He only accepted the meat from Kanapa because Kanapa wanted to give his eyes to Lord Shiva to say how much he loved Shiva. So instead of that, he accepted meat from Kanapa. And then Indra lived on Mount Meru, just one or two quick points, and he ruled over all gods. If you want to worship Lord Indra, what are the benefits? 1, you must invoke Indra. 2, restraining the senses, stilling the intellect and mind, slaying the dragon out of you, residing in yourself, and realizing the Brahman. So who's more powerful than Indra? Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and Shakti. They are all more powerful than Lord Indra. Okay. There's a mantra. They said, Om Him Grim Indra Namaha. It is specific only to Lord Indra, who is the king of the gods and the gods of thunder and lightning. And they imbibe all success and prosperity to you if you continue with the mantra. And they also say Indra is worshipped through Havan or Yagnas. Every ritual from birth to death commences with an oblation to Indra. So there's a difference in the early days of the Vedas and what they are saying now. That's why I said various books have different names, different principles, different researchers, like the Kingdom of Lord Shiva by Vishnu. Right? He talks about the beginning of the earth and the world and right up to the end. So I hope you had a wonderful, enjoying talk tonight, and I'd like to thank Kimera. At least one person enjoyed the talk. Thank you so much. We have a busy weekend. Don't forget, we have a very busy weekend on Saturday and the starting of Navaratri on Sunday.
As we're talking about Navaratri, and the Dr. P.K. Maistry is the head of the Meenakshi Sundareswara Koval Temple in Glenasia South on Starling Street. Let's take a look at what they're up to this weekend.
The Meenakshi Sundareshwar Kovil takes pleasure in wishing all our devotees a spiritually uplifting and blessed month of Paratasi. May this auspicious period be filled with spiritual growth, deep reflections, and an abundance of blessings. Journey with us towards a blessed Paratasi prayer. On the 14th October, 1 p.m. Mahavishnu Havan, 2 p.m. Mahavishnu Abhishekam and Alangaram, 3 p.m. Vishesha Puja and offering of Mahanevedyam. Prayer will be conducted by Guru Indra. All welcome.
Well, as we've come towards the end of the show, and we always must teach you one lesson from the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural, and today's lesson is sitting at number 27.
Today's lesson from the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural is number 27. Cultivate human values.
The Go-Fit Dr. P.K. Maistry would like to talk to you about the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural. Talk to us, Dr. P.K. Maistry.
Actually, the Tirukkural,
Yes.
Riaz and I have been rewriting the Tirukkural and translating it into Zulu.
Oh, nice.
We have completed some 320 pages of the Tirukkural, and we are waiting to complete the forward and have it released. But what we're going to do, we're going to release it on ebook. So we are trying to forge a relationship between Hinduism and the Zulu culture. And this happened, we just completed the book when Chief Gatsa Buthelezi had passed on. So I hope and pray that you'll enjoy reading this and learning something about our Zulu culture through Telugu in the Tirukkural. At the same time, from my side tonight and from the team of Actonville TV, we'd like to take the opportunity of wishing Dr. Mickey Chetty everything of the best. He was one of the legendary awardees on Saturday afternoon in Glenasia. Dr. Chetty, congratulations from the executive of the INPC South Africa and globally. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. P.K. Maistry. For those of you who need a guru and need to perform the following services, you can contact Guru Indresan with the following services. He can help you to perform the Jandagam, also known as the astrological readings, your Panjagam, your Navagraha Shanti, your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your ceremonies like your 16 days and your 1 year, your Janda prayers, your auspicious Havans, and your Kumbha Abhishekams. You can contact Guru Indra on a weekday after 6 p.m. please, ladies and gentlemen, on 081 325 0115. I'll give it to you again. It's 081 325 0115. Well, that's all the time we have for this evening, folks. I know we ran a little over time, but it was worth it, as well. I now officially understand who and what is Lord Indra.
Wonderful. You just made a comment on the various plays the Guru is capable of doing.
Yes.
I just have one quick comment, Kimera. I received a letter from a Hindi priest to say that most of the South Indian priests are conducting the Janda plays, and they are not getting enough work to put food on the table. And the Guru in particular, he knows who I'm talking about. So I'd like, if the Hindi priest is not available, then any other priest can take over that prayer, but also give them a chance. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. P.K. Maistry. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. For those of you who joined in, especially a very big thank you goes out to Devon Naidu. Thank you for interacting with us in studio today. Thank you so much for helping us with information, especially when we needed it the most. You saved us the other day, which I enjoyed during the show. I won't lie to you. Thank you so much, Devon. I was hoping you would also come and join us in studio. We're not saying every day, like when you can come into the studio and help us with our topics. Please join us. Everyone's welcome. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal, and Dr. P.K. Maistry, Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Good night, everyone.
Good night.